talking to the roller wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Welcome to the WrestleMania edition of the Eastside Dave and Son. What's doing so?
Oh yeah, Stanley, Mac. Thank you. Everybody is pumped up, Daddy. Everybody is excited. WrestleMania is here. Oh, it's Christmas, it's Hanukkah, it's July 4th. It's all wrapped into one, baby. And it's the Eastside Dave and Son WrestleMania preview special. You can go to anywhere, let's be honest, for, a couple of nerds, a couple of wrestling nerds making, silly predictions. You can watch your kickoff shows or pre-shows. Let's be honest, I was always a big fan of the WWE kickoff show. However, as of late, not so much for one reason. I've told this to Stanley, Mac. This is my big complaint. I don't like how they play basically all of the video packages that you're going to see on WrestleMania. They play them during the pre-show. You know, all of these, and some of them are incredible, beautiful, amazing production pieces. I remember, I don't think it was WrestleMania, but it was maybe SummerSlam or something. The Cody Brock production piece was incredible for Cody Brock Part 3. And, you know, I love the video packages before all the matches, Stanley Mac. And yet you tune in, it's a 3-hour pre-show. You're going to get every video package on WrestleMania. Well, why would you do that? That's like giving away like big-time parts of a movie. Thoughts and opinions on that. Am I out of bounds here? I'm starting the show hot, by the way.
Yeah, I also think that the other issue is that there's no matches on them anymore, and this one's gonna be 3 hours.
See, I would much prefer to see some fun kickoff show matches, and usually there's like a lighthearted match. Sometimes you get like a sleeper match, that's awesome. But you get usually like something kind of fun, not too serious. You know, I'm all about putting the matches back and not playing the video packages. Or if you're gonna do it, and I'm sorry, WWE production team, but maybe it's time you start working for your money. Create video packages for the pre-show, but then all new, original, never before seen video packages for WrestleMania. I don't want to be seeing the cool, Cena Cody basically short movie. I don't want to be seeing that before it takes place. You know, I want that moment because sometimes that's the goosebump stuff. And then the entrances, and then you're ready to go. So I actually have to, I avoid the pre-show and the kickoff show these days, which is why if you want a proper WrestleMania prediction, you just tune in right here, the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show, Daddy. Ain't that right, Stanley?
That is right.
Ain't that correct, Stanley, man?
That is correct.
Ain't that 100% on the money, Stanley?
That is 100%.
Ain't that fire, Stanley, man? Ain't that fire?
That is fire.
Are we cooking, Stanley Mac? I hear the teenagers say we're cooking with grease. Are we cooking with grease? Yeah.
We're cooking.
Oh, they don't say cooking with grease.
They don't say with
That's
grease.
An old-time expression, but just cooking. We're just cooking, baby. Let him cook. Let Daddy Mac cook, Daddy. And seriously, let me cook. I have some spaghetti and meatballs that will take another 45 minutes to make. And by the way, everyone should know that we are actually recording this the Saturday before WrestleMania weekend. And only moments from now, I'd say an hour and a half from when we are recording this podcast, it's yet another annual edition of the World Championship McDonald Family Egg Hunt. Okay? Very serious business. Now, here's the deal. I need my two children to win. Otherwise, I'm sending you both to Cuba. What you're going to do in Cuba, I have no idea.
Isn't that with a horse?
It seems like a nice place to me. Tropical weather seems just fine. But you can't be here in good old USA if you come up short on today's Easter egg hunt. This is an important one, okay? So, will you do a handshake there? Will you sign up to be deported to Cuba?
I do not accept.
He said yes! All right, folks. All righty, folks. You heard him.
For the record, I did not say yes.
He said absolutely, Daddy. Woo! All right, fantastic. That's topic number one. Topic number two. What is also going to happen tonight after the Easter egg hunt? I'm telling you, this is an insanely busy weekend for the Dave Man. Because after this World Championship Easter egg hunt, it's more World Championships for the Dave Man. Because you heard that right. Tonight, April 12th, Nutley, New Jersey, IWF's Unstoppable, where I, Eastside Dave McDonald, will go for the IWF World Championship. Shh. Can't you just play somewhere else? Could you play over there? The dogs don't need to play so close to us, do they? Now, I've been told that I have to take on the 6'6", 300-pound Dark Oracle Sage.
But his hand's tied.
Well, here's the thing. We're going to find out exactly how I can get out of this one. I did tweak my arm, and it's possible I can go to my doctor, Dr. Nick Riviera.
Hi, everybody.
And I can get Dr. Nick to sign off on a note that maybe, in fact, I've either broken my arm, I've dislocated my shoulder, ruptured my elbow, maybe all three. And I'll just say, Dr. Nick, please write this note.
You got it, Davey. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, Dr. Nick. So that's going to happen tonight. Meet Dark Oracle Sage. Don't forget, I also represent the first class Justin Adams and the Atkins brothers, Brian and Robert Atkins. Okay, these are important things to remember, okay? And when we win the World Heavyweight Championship, and we beat the Dark Oracle Sage, you call me the best manager in wrestling today. Period. Everyone knows, and I go by New Jersey's greatest manager. That is an unequivocal fact. But after I win all the gold today, I am America, the world, and the universe's greatest manager. That is also an undisputed fact. Stanley Mac, are you going to be in my corner tonight, or are you going to be rooting for the Dark Oracle Sage, you little traitor?
I'm in your corner.
You're sure?
I am, sir, as always.
All right. You know what they've had to do for tonight's IWF event? Barricades. We have sold out. I'm not even promoting it. That's why I'm not saying go get some final tickets at campiwf.com. I'm not promoting it. It's sold out. Also, people are probably listening to the show after the event took place, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it is sold out. So, campiwf.com would have been the website, but you could still go there for maybe pictures, videos of the event that took place on Saturday. Okay, so that's another thing. Another topic. Topic number 3. I watched the Peacock documentary on WrestleMania 9. Just came out, and Stanley Mac watched a lot of it with me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You get a lot of great behind-the-scenes footage that you would never get. It was basically like, a modern-day, WWE 24 or a modern-day, 365. One of those docu shows that, behind-the-scenes stuff. It was basically like that, only in 1993. Kind of cool. And great behind-the-scenes footage. But I believe it was confirmed on the documentary that Hogan was punched by Randy Savage. And that's how Hogan got the black eye. Despite the fact that on the documentary, Hogan and Brutus Beefcake are sticking to his a jet ski hit me in the eye. I have two things that tell me Hogan truly was punched by Macho Man, which gave him that infamous black eye at WrestleMania 9. Number one, Scott Steiner said that he traveled with Macho Man. He rode with him in the car. He finally asked Macho Man what happened, and Macho Man didn't even want to talk about it, but basically said, yeah, I hit him. But wasn't even bragging about it and didn't even want to talk about it. That tells me it happened. Also, Macho Man never had a reputation for being a liar. Hogan did. Macho Man was very honest and intense. That was his reputation, but not for embellishing the truth. That's a Hogan trait, not a Randy Savage trait. Number two, Hogan apparently says to Vince, Vince is mad at Hogan. He said, what happened to your eye? Oh, a jet ski. Vince probably doesn't believe him. And he says, you're not wrestling tonight. You're not going to pass the physical. Because WrestleMania 9 is in Las Vegas, and they actually had to get approved by the athletic commission that, approves boxing and whatnot. Boxing matches. So Hogan goes to the Hogan goes to the Las Vegas commissioner, the athletic commissioner, and he says, hey, Doc, you'll never believe it, but we're working this angle with Macho Man, and we're going to pretend that he punched me in the face. But I'm all good. We're totally good. So just, I'm good to go tonight. This is all just like a work, basically. And he says, the doctor was like, oh, okay. And so he signed off on Hogan's physical, and that's how Hogan was able to have a wrestling match. Here's why that's a major red flag. Why would Hogan have picked Randy Savage of all people to have a fantasy, to be just basically making up a story for the doctor? Why would he have chose Randy Savage? He wasn't feuding with Randy Savage. He was feuding with IRS and Ted DiBiase, Money Incorporated. Randy Savage was a babyface announcer. Hogan's a babyface. There were no plans for Hogan and Savage to have a rivalry. So how ridiculously suspicious is that? Of all the people, Hogan said he goes to the doctor. He's like, hey, Doc, yeah, we're going to work this thing with Randy Savage, man. Yeah, so this black eye is fake. Uh-huh. He gave it away. He told on himself. He totally confessed. You have 100 wrestlers to choose from, but really, logically, you could have just said, oh, yeah, we're running an angle on the two bad guys, Ted DiBiase and IRS, and we're going to make it look like they beat me up in the parking lot. How easy was that? But no, he said, Randy Savage and I are doing some angle. That's how I know he's lying. Boom, right there. Thoughts and opinions on my Sherlock Holmes-esque detective work.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's very obvious Hogan got punched by Savage at this point.
That slip of a tongue in which it made no sense for him to tell the doctor that it was some feud with Randy Savage when it wasn't, combined with Scott Steiner telling that story, I 100% now believe Macho Man punched Hulk Hogan in the face. Despite him and Brutus Beefcake with the jet ski. Sorry, boys. Hogan ratted you out. Hogan ratted himself out. It's Freudian slip. It's a classic Freudian slip right there.
You didn't think he told... The one time he actually told what happened.
Yeah, all he had to do was just say, Ted DiBiase punched me in the face. Not for real. It's a work. It's a work. We're working in the match tonight.
The one time Hogan tells the truth.
Yeah. One time he didn't tell the truth. He didn't mean to. But that was him telling the truth. Yeah, so I go to the official. I go to the referee, dude. And I'm like, hey, ref, I'm working this angle with Randy Savage, man. This is all just a work. So, pass me, dude. Pass me for the physical. But you weren't working a thing with Savage. And yet you were a professional wrestler. You were working a rivalry. Why would he just said, IRS did this to me? So, but overall, I recommend this documentary. I think it was a very good doc. I liked it. Shh. There's no reason to play near us. You can play over there. Thank you. Stanley, are you ready to get into WrestleMania?
Yes, I am ready.
Shall we rock and roll with the WrestleMania?
Yes.
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? Oh, wait. That's a different thing. Are you ready for some wrestling on a WrestleMania party? We got the Cena and the Cody gonna add it tonight. And we got Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. We got wrestling. We got a mania. No applause or anything. Oh, man. I gave it my all. That was just a smattering of applause. But that's fine. Well, let's get into it. Predictions, prognostications. Lots to talk about. So let's do it right now. Night 1, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton is your champion. Stanley Mac.
It's certainly been a lively.
Controversy with this one, huh? These two ladies talking some smack, getting personal. I'm thinking it's all a work, but other people tell me it's not. That's fine. It feels workish to me, but I like it. At least people are talking about it, no?
Solid's to win. Solid.
Charlotte's what?
Solid's gonna win.
Charlotte's winning?
Yeah.
Wow. Why are you so sure?
Because I just feel it. That's all.
You just feel it? I mean, give me something. Give me a reason. Give me some kind of reason. Some kind of a, it's got to be something. You just think she's going to take it because of what? Something. Come on. This is a wrestling show, Daddy.
To get 15. I mean, honestly, she might get 16 in this pace.
Oh. How many Charlotte have? How many championships does Charlotte have?
14 at the moment.
14 championships?
This would be 15.
Wow.
Which is actually 15 in like 10 years.
Greatest women's champion of all time is the way I would see that. Yeah, I mean, she is made to win championships. No, okay, I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton. I'm going to go opposite with you. I think they're going to keep Tiffany. Next one. Singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Talk to me.
I think I'm going to say Gunther wins.
Oh!
Because I think that what they're going to do is maybe try to continue the Jey Uso story.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going opposite. Wow, this is fun. First two matches, we're Siskel and Eberting this thing. Jey Uso will win. Give the crowd the whole big pop. Everyone's going to be all happy. Next one, Jade Cargill versus Naomi singles match. Talk to me.
I'm going to say Jade. I think Jade Cargill. I think that's pretty easy, and that's pretty easy to predict, I would say.
Jade Cargill wins. I agree with you for the first time, but I'm going to add, what's her face? Bianca. I think Bianca might come out here and help Naomi.
But I don't think that they would do that because
yeah, I guess she's
night
got a
two,
match in night 2. You know what? I'm sticking by it. Because that at least makes Bianca a full-on heel for that match.
It's just odd, like the SmackDown before the event, it sees a face, and then she enters the event as a heel. You know what I mean? It just feels odd.
Honestly, since Bianca and Naomi split up, they felt odd. Or I felt like Bianca is still a heel, or is a heel. And that she just simply hasn't revealed herself to be a heel yet. And I really feel that way. To me, her personality seems to have changed. So that's why I'll say Bianca. And also, now we'll get to night 2 later, but in a second. But Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley on night 2 is the match you're talking about, and kind of all three are baby faces. So it's like maybe they do turn Bianca on night 1 to get a full-on heel Bianca for night 2. I'm sticking by my prediction, but I do think you're right. Jade Cargill will win. Next one. The War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championships. War Raiders are your champs.
So I think War Raiders win.
War Raiders? Whoa, why?
Why? Because you know what? You know what they could do? Well, wait, no, that wouldn't really work because I was gonna say Big E help War Raiders, but that wouldn't work because they're the faces. So.
But that would work because Big E's a babyface. I don't think Big E's gonna turn heel.
No, I'm saying is like the baby. I'm always in the opinion baby faces screwing the heels doesn't,
Nah, I think if it was Big E, the people would have an appreciation. I like that Big E prediction.
No, yeah, I'll go with it. Big E.
All right, go with it. Yeah, go with it. I'm gonna go opposite with you. I'm gonna say New Day wins and gets the tag team championships. And comes out on Monday Night Raw the next day as your champs. Talk some smack. So I am going New Day. Wow. We've only agreed once thus far. Next one. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the WWE United States Championship. LA Knight is your champion.
I know I'm going to say Jacob Fatu.
And why?
Because I think LA Knight's going to be going more towards main event finally.
Okay. I like that. I'm okay with that. This is a tough one. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. I don't know. They like Jacob Fatu. I'm going to go with Jacob Fatu. I think I'm going with him. I do. Next one. Big time luchador mask match right here. In my opinion, maybe the greatest luchador matchup we have ever seen. Certainly in the past 125 years. You're going to have to go back to 1897 for a matchup this fantastic. It's Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano in a singles match. This El Grande Americano has come out of nowhere, taken the world by storm, but Rey Mysterio thinks he's a jokester, and he's insulting to luchador wrestling.
I'm surprised that they haven't bragged about how El Grande Americano won 25 world championships in MLW.
Yeah, I know.
Or whatever, the Mexican league.
Oh, the AAA?
AAA.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised they haven't bragged about that.
I know. Well, who do you like?
I'm gonna say Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio! I gotta agree with you on this one. I think Rey Mysterio wins. And then I think it's possible El Grande Americano gets demasked. And we'll see. I have no idea who's underneath that. I have no idea. In my opinion, it could be Mr. Walters, the janitor.
What if it was Elias?
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Again?
I'd love it. Next one, by the way, there was a weird internet. Someone attempted to say that Ezekiel was actually LA Knight before he got to the WWE.
Okay, well, that's just a lie.
It was shut down by pretty much every wrestling fan in WWE, but this person was adamant that Ezekiel was actually being portrayed by LA Knight and not Elias. Don't know what to say to that person. Roman Reigns, finally, main event night one. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, who will have Paul Heyman by his side. A triple threat match to end night one. It's the first time CM Punk gets to main event WrestleMania. But what a match here. And the Paul Heyman factor. He could go anywhere, really. I feel like the Paul Heyman factor may be the biggest thing about this match, Stanley. What are we looking at here?
I think, Seth Rollins also seems to have a favor. Everyone has a favor.
Yeah, Seth said Paul owes him a favor too. I don't know if Paul's actually, that might not be a real favor. You can't beat someone up and then not kick someone in the head and say, now you owe me a favor.
That's exactly.
You can't, you wouldn't be able to take out a golf club and say, hey, you owe me a favor or I'm going to hit you in the leg with this. No, that's not how it works. So anyway, who do you like here?
I think something with Paul and he'll go with Seth and Seth wins.
Oh, Paul Heyman's going to join Seth Rollins. That's the prediction.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. I'm going with CM Punk. I am. Though his whole goal was just the main event WrestleMania. It wasn't to win. Never said he had to emerge victorious from the main event. But I'm just going to go with CM Punk and see what happens there. All right, so that's night one. Now, night two. And again, these are all the matches that they have listed. They might add a match or two. They might take a match away from us. You just don't know. But here you go. Night two, daddy. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Triple threat match for the Women's World Championship with Io Sky as your champion. Stanley.
So, I think this is actually kind of a difficult match. I could see all three winning, but I'm going to say Io Sky wins.
Io Sky! Whoa, that's a prediction. That's a big-time prediction. Not me. I'm sticking with my Bianca turning heel, and not only turning heel, but turning into a heel champion. I believe Bianca Belair will win.
Well, if Bianca turned heel the day before, she's definitely winning.
That's my prediction. I'm staying consistent. Bianca turns the heel. Triple threat match. Anyone can partake. No rules. Maybe Naomi helps her out, and Bianca is your champion. Next one, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul in a singles match. Great competition between two phenomenal athletes. Stanley.
Go
ahead.
AJ versus Logan. I think AJ's gonna win.
AJ Styles?
Yes.
Woo! All right. This is tough. They give Logan Paul a lot of wins. You know what? I'm going Logan Paul, and I'm saying that AJ then is totally devastated, and he succumbs to Karrion Kross's invitation to turn to the dark side on the next Monday Night Raw.
Karrion Kross has just done stuff with everyone, and it never leads to anything.
Well, this time it's going to lead somewhere. Logan Paul wins, AJ Styles joins Karrion Kross, and they have a crazy little group. Next one, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel are your champs.
And this match made the sell. Liv and Raquel win.
And why, Mr. Analyst?
Because I don't even like Liv and Raquel win because they're gonna win.
No, come on. This is weak. You can't be doing that. If we imagine we were watching NFL Countdown and they're like, "Oh, I like the Giants." Why? Well, because I like them. Let's go. People tune in for the Stanley Mac analysis.
Liv and Raquel.
You're the baby face. Don't forget.
Liv and Raquel Rodriguez win because I think that they're gonna I don't know why this match is even at WrestleMania.
I know, but we have to break it down. Just give me a reason. Holy mackerel.
Liv and Raquel win because they just won the titles.
All right, there you go. When worst comes to worst, just fake it till you make it, and just go with Raquel's got a lot of size. Just say Raquel's got a lot of size.
Go on to
you know what I mean? No, I
the
know.
Other 12 matches. Because I don't know why this is on WrestleMania.
Bayley and Lyra Valkyria will no. Actually, I agree with you. Liv and Raquel win, and Bayley turns heel on Lyra. Next one. Fatal 4-way for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. This could be a really good match. Braun Breaker, your Intercontinental Champ, versus Penta, versus Finn Balor, versus Dominic Mysterio. Stanley.
I'm going with Penta. I'm going with Braun Breaker.
Oh!
Because I believe that, if this was a one-on-one between Penta and Breaker, I think Penta would have won. But I feel like Fatal 4-way, they don't usually change championships in a Fatal 4-way as of late, I feel.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's part of me that thinks you're right, but a lot of me that thinks you're dead wrong. I'm going Penta. Sierra. Mero. Yeah. You know what that means, Sierra Mero?
What the?
Do you know what that means?
No fear or something?
Correct. What?
No fear?
Wrong means no fear.
That's what I just said.
Well, I know, but I felt like telling you you're wrong anyway. Next one is Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, Sin City Street Fight. This is what this one's being called.
So it is. I love when WWE does this. They just do a street fight with the name of the city wherever they're at.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't last year there was a Philadelphia street fight, I believe?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
They love this. But I think Drew McIntyre should definitely win this match. I mean, that would be really, really dumb if Damian Priest wins.
I'll tell you what. I think Drew. I'm not convinced Drew's gonna win this.
Oh, I'm not.
I think Damian Priest might win this. Feels like they're back into pushing the Damian Priest again. And, that's fine. Why don't they give Damian Priest a manager already? My goodness. How about the Dave Man?
Yeah,
How come WWE wants to do like a whole bunch of old school stuff, but they won't do managers anymore? And not just one manager. Why not have, you used to have Heenan, Jimmy Hart, Classy Freddie Blassie, Slick. I mean, there was a ton of managers. Weird to me. Because this guy, I don't know, Damian Priest.
He's not. He's not it.
But I think he's going to win. As insane as that is. And now we get to the final match as listed on WrestleMania, the main event for night 2. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, your undisputed WWE Champion, trying to come in and beat his idol, John Cena. Meanwhile, Cena going for a record-breaking 17 career championships. That would put him at number 1 over Ric Flair, where he and Ric Flair sit atop the mountain tied at 16. One more, and Cena's all by himself. Stanley.
I think John Cena
Wow.
wins.
Whoa! You say Cena?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Why?
I mean, night 2. Cody losing. Cena. Wow. It's a bold prediction, and I give you 50 points.
I
for
don't
it.
think it's actually that bold. Like,
It's a bold prediction because I'm
It's
going
like-
Cody Rhodes.
that's
I'll
like-
tell you that much.
that's like the majority favorite. The one that I went that I feel like was majority the underdog was, I don't think anyone's thinking Gunther's going to beat Jay, which I said. But
Let me tell you something, sir. I'll tell you something, my friend. It's bold. I'm going Cody Rhodes. And I'll throw another 4 years of Cody Rhodes championship victories on top of it. You heard this right. He's going to have a 5-year run, whether you people like it or not.
okay, well,
You heard what I said.
that's a way to tune off very easily.
5-year run. And then we're going to try to get Cody to beat Bruno's record of 7 years.
Oh God.
And I think he could do that. He's got 1 year, so another 6 years. So 2031, we might be looking at Cody dropping the belt, folks. But it ain't happening this year. That'll do it. That's our spectacular WrestleMania Spectacular. Any thoughts and opinions? Anything we should be looking out for? Any other stuff you're excited with the old WrestleMania?
Well,
here?
actually, real quick. So
Please.
I think the reason why it's 7 in night 1 and 6 in night 2 is because Randy's probably going to be the 7th match for night 2.
That's true. Why don't we throw that out there? Who do you think Randy's opponent is going to be? The Suspects? Nick Aldis himself? In case anyone knows, I'm sure you all know, but Kevin Owens was supposed to wrestle Randy Orton. Kevin appears to have been hurt for real and might require neck surgery, neck or back surgery, I'm not sure. And Randy has no match. He RKO'd Nick Aldis. But here are the suspects. Nick Aldis, Aleister Black, Rusev, Chris Jericho. You heard that right.
Not his suspect.
He said he wants to come back to WWE.
He wrestled last week. That's not possible.
Goldberg. You know that they love to bring Goldberg in and just destroy legends. You know that if Goldberg came back too, he would be beating Randy in like a minute 20. So I gave you 5 suspects. Do you like any of those 5 or a different person?
I think Jeff Hardy's also.
Jeff Hardy?
But sadly,
I
think it's going to go to Solo Sikoa.
Or Solo.
I think that,
I think they're going to tease us pretending that it's going to be Solo, and it'll be someone else. I don't know about Jeff now that I think about it, because it's babyface. Randy's in a big-time babyface spot these days. But I guess anyone coming back might actually become the babyface, because they'll be happy and clapping. But if it's Goldberg, imagine, people would be like, oh no, you better not beat Randy. I'll do it.
And then he will beat Randy.
That will do it. Anything else you'd like to discuss before we head out of here and conclude our wonderful WrestleMania special? Anything else? Anything at all?
Watch WrestleMania next week.
Watch WrestleMania next week.
And watch, well, it's probably,
on Saturday
happened.
the 19th and Sunday the 20th.
Yep.
We're promoting WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You think WWE needs our help? We need
fair.
their help.
Contact us.
Well, I mean, come on. Give every Tom, Dick, and Harry some stupid podcast. The Eastside David Wrestling show has been out for 10 years now. Can you believe that? We're celebrating our 10th year anniversary this year in 2025. I mean, how about throwing us a bone? How about just at least a backstage pass to something? We can hang out with CM Punk. Help us out already. IWF Unstoppable, what will happen? Oh, my Lord. Could Eastside Dave emerge victorious and shock the wrestling universe? It's all anyone would be talking about if I beat Dark Oracle Sage in the main event tonight at IWF's Unstoppable. It's all anyone will be talking about. They'll say, what the heck is WrestleMania? I don't even care about that. I care about what just happened, what just transpired with the IWF. You understand?
Yes.
Come on, give us an impression or two. You give an impression, and I will have to guess it.
So, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your butt.
Okay, Austin 316 said, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Incorrect.
Uh-oh. All right, next one.
So, what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Coco Beware.
Correct.
Yes! I win the competition. And I'll do it. I tell you, the doggies are pumped up for WrestleMania, aren't they? Tell you what, it's going to be a great WrestleMania. It's going to be a great Easter. It's going to be a great egg hunt. It's going to be a great IWF Unstoppable. It's going to be a great Davey Mac Sports program with Coke Logic. It's going to be a great Eastside David Son Wrestling show. It's soon, coming back. It's going to be a great Yaddle Channel, a Star Wars podcast. Oh, it's going to be a great Tales from the Satellite, doing another one this Wednesday. Oh, it's going to be a great everything. Enjoy WrestleMania, folks. We love you.